Hey, yo, Tuesday night, Ross and Risky. What up, my boy?
What's good? What's going on?
Everything is everything. We're gonna have a good time tonight, dog. I didn't want to have to do this, but we gotta talk about your Ravens. We got a big game coming up this week. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. The winner of the Chiefs, or the loser of the Chiefs Baltimore, I don't think is gonna make the playoffs. Whoever loses falls to 1-3.
Nah, I
Talk
ain't
to
ready.
me.
I
Talk
think
to me.
y'all have a steeper road. The bright side about the Ravens is Cincinnati was leading that division. They just lost. So you got Cincinnati and Pittsburgh tied. We know Cincinnati's not going to win that division. And then, Pittsburgh's been shaky. You don't believe in Pittsburgh. We
But
know
you do.
Cleveland.
So don't worry about me. Don't worry
We
about
know
me. You believe
Cleveland.
it.
Nah, your Chiefs problem, the Chargers are for real. But we're going to get into that.
We'll get into that. Plus, we're going to talk
3 games ahead. So, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But, they got a perennial F up. So we'll be good. We got to talk about the formerly 40-year-old ball coach getting fired up in Stillwater, Oklahoma, Mike Gundy. We'll talk a little basketball, Fred VanVleet, who, we lost the $40 million. We couldn't do nothing about that, but it might be addition by subtraction. This is not the end of the world. This is actually a good thing for my Rockets. They're my Rockets again. This is a good thing for my Rockets. I don't want to talk about hurt, but this is a positive. I'm gonna tell you why this is a positive. Plus, we'll get into a couple other things. I'll tell you why I will never go to an NBA YoungBoy concert. We got to make sure we get into that before we get up out of here today as well. These young folks. So yeah, man, y'all tap in with us, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. We definitely do appreciate that. You dig? We'll start here though first, Ross. It happened again. Derrick Henry put the football on the ground again in a crucial spot. I'm not saying it, but some folks saying it cost Baltimore the game last night against the Detroit Lions. And he looked visibly shaken up. Not shaken up like he was hurt, but he looked visibly shaken up like mentally on the sideline, throwing his helmet, collapsed into the bench like a 3-year-old. It was just a whole temper tantrum over there. Talk to me, man. Is there any concern? You a Raven. You got your Lamar Jackson Raven shirt on. Any concern coming out of Baltimore right now that Derrick Henry, they've played 3 games, right? And he has 3 fumbles.
Yeah.
That goes a stat for you.
Yeah. Concern. I'm more concerned about the defense, if I'm being honest. The offense, it's already been times in these 3 games where they've looked unstoppable, and then there's times where they just collapse, and it's like we need a first down to seal the game, and we can't get a first down. Being a Ravens fan, I've seen we've started slow the last couple of years, so even if we drop to 1-3, let's say we lose this, Baltimore can go on the easy 7-game win streak where they look like the best team in the league, and it'll be a little bit forgotten. They have that up and down ability. It does get frustrating. I'm more so concerned about coaching. I think they get out coached a lot. I think they get kind of out schemed. They get a little too stuck in their ways. Like we gonna, watching Baltimore, the play calling is up and down. Like I fought Derrick Henry, but a couple times it's like, all right, that was bad play calling. With Derrick Henry, when he's not to your second level, it's like when he don't get rolling, it's a lot easier to stop him in the backfield. So you got Derrick Henry, you got a free guy coming untouched, and he punches the ball out. With Buffalo, it was Ed Oliver, you know what I'm saying, forcing a strip. So it's just like Derrick Henry. Now, he's had that problem in Tennessee. If you know Derrick Henry, even in high school, I remember when he ran for all them yards. Like that was the one thing about Derrick Henry. He will put the ball on the ground. So I think he's got to clean it up. Worried, disappointed, I say yes. Worried, no.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'll say. I'll say this. This is hilarious. I'll say this to you. I think y'all got a problem, Ross. I love that you laid out a whole history of what y'all do and all of that. And that sounds great. This is a new team, a new year. And here's why I'm telling you I believe it's different, Ross. Every year that goes by with the Baltimore Ravens and they don't win the Super Bowl, a few things happen. One, Derrick Henry gets a year older. Two, John Harbaugh gets another year removed from his only one Super Bowl that he's won. And three, Lamar Jackson not only gets a little bit older, but here's the most important part. He gets more pressure on him to finally win one now. Because he got all the MVPs. He's going to finish top 3 every year for MVP. And every year you don't get it done and you come back that next year, it's all we're waiting to see from Baltimore. I talked to a bunch of people today, a bunch of my friends that watch sports that are Lamar Jackson fans, that are Baltimore fans. All of them said the same thing. We not even paying attention to the regular season. Right? So everybody at this point is already saying they're judging the Ravens by the postseason. I'm presenting a whole new thing. Playoffs. Hey, we can't even get to the playoffs. Now, with that being said, y'all do get a favorable stretch in your schedule after y'all play the Rams. You got the Chiefs, the Texans, and the Rams. 3 games that are, I think even you can say, because
y'all are terrible.
Well, I hear you. I hear you that we're terrible, but here's the problem, though, is that the only team that y'all beat are the Browns. You know what I'm saying? So let's not act like y'all are beating everybody.
Right,
Right,
but you got to remember, that's like the 3rd NFC team to beat Lamar, and he's beat them like 18 times. Like,
hot damn, it's a new day. It's a new day out here, man. You want me to tell you? It's a new day.
Like, you finna say this, and then when we talk about the Chiefs, you finna tell me, well, you realize we've been to the last couple Super Bowls. So
I just give you facts, We've been to 4 of the last 5 Super Bowls.
Right, and what we know with Lamar is you can go ahead and write at least 10 wins.
I agree, but see,
even starting off 1-3, they still gonna go.
What I'm telling you, see, I don't think
I say max 10-7.
I don't think that you're understanding that there's more pressure that's coming with this now for Lamar now. Because now this becomes mental for them now. They said Lamar overrated in the clutch. Damn. Oh, damn. Shout out to the chat.
And that's cap because Lamar is at his peak right now. You look at it right now, they just said it. He's got the highest passer rating ever. Like 10 touchdowns.
Not after last night. Not after last night's game, though.
He didn't have no turnovers. He got 0 picks.
I don't care about no turnovers. You thought he played good last night? He played terrible last night. He got sacked 6 times. Lamar Jackson shouldn't.
So them having 2 offensive linemen and him getting sacked is on Lamar Jackson.
Yes, let me tell you why. Because when Patrick Mahomes had all them old linemen that was missing in the Super Bowl and they lost to Baltimore, to Tampa Bay, nobody brings that up. They just tell me he lost.
No, everybody said it was because the offensive line.
Nobody says that, Ross.
Everybody says that. That's the
who was everybody? I've never heard anybody say that.
That's what everybody says.
They always say
he played running for his life
in the Super Bowl.
The picture of him getting hit, throwing the football while he was getting hit sideways was the most viral pass.
It just looked fly. It just looked fly. No, I'm just telling you. Maybe I got to get a new TV. Maybe I got to get a new cell phone because I don't see that nowhere. So I'm not giving nobody else that excuse because y'all didn't give that. Y'all didn't get that to Patrick Mahomes.
Even this year, your excuse for Patrick Mahomes is, we have no receivers and we got an old offensive line. That's what y'all gonna say. We got a bad offensive line. That's the excuse for Patrick Mahomes. Ain't nobody coming out here saying Patrick Mahomes not clutch and not gonna make the playoffs and Patrick Mahomes turning the ball over too much and he's overrated. Ain't nobody gonna say that.
Well, because that would be crazy. That's why.
Patrick Mahomes, if you look at his stats for the last 2 years, he's not been good. Last year,
Ross,
or this year.
But here's what you know, though, Ross. You know that
Chiefs team does not look the same. You going off of 2 years ago.
Well, you can go off 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. We was in the Super Bowl every year.
The problem is, like you say, every year that goes by, Travis Kelce is old and washed. Pacheco don't have the same burst he did. Pacheco's average at best running back. Their offensive line has gotten worse progressively. The guys on defense, they had to pay, and they had to let some of those guys go. So if we look at the Chiefs, it's more to be worried about the Chiefs. Chris Jones is looking like just a good defensive tackle now. He's not game break. Chris Jones don't look like Myles Garrett out there. They had to get rid of different guys, L'Jarius Sneed and other guys that came out of nowhere when they was winning them Super Bowls. So we got to talk about the Chiefs too.
We don't though, Ross. Let me tell you why we don't. Because I love that little soliloquy. Here's the problem, Ross. People, because the Chiefs lost in the manner that they lost in, I don't know how this became a Chiefs thing, but
because they lost, they keep losing.
No. I'm talking about because see, you're talking about regular season games. We only talk about Super Bowl losses. So people bring up and they say that we lost the Super Bowl, and they talk about because of the way they lost. It was a dominating performance by the Eagles. But here's what people keep forgetting. People keep forgetting, Ross. The Chiefs were going for a three-peat. I love how that just lost it. Everybody just forgot that. They were going for
that was 2 years ago. That's what I'm saying. We can't keep going by 2 years ago.
I mean, 2 years. That was last year.
No, it wasn't. They didn't win last year. The Eagles won last year.
I'm with you.
Last time
I'm giving you context now.
2 years ago. So we can't keep going off of 2 years ago. Half them guys are on new teams. They had to go
agree, but we were going for a three-peat. Y'all just trying to get to the AFC title game again.
And the game was over by the beginning of the second quarter.
I agree, but y'all are just trying to get back to an AFC title game. We were playing.
What I'm saying is, we know what Lamar does in the regular season. You even said it. It's easy. I'm not worried about losing a game in September when I know we can win every game from November to January. You feel me? I'm not worried. We can literally string off a 8-game streak like it's nothing, like we've done the last 3 years. We only could go up by what we see. Yeah, I'm not worried.
That's what I saw last night. That's all I can go by.
So he's got 3 fumbles. If we go off of history numbers, he'll probably fumble the ball 3 more times this year. Whoop-de-doo. Like, hey, yeah, you got to get that sound back. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo.
And shout out to Tank.
No, my boy Young Thug.
I heard Tank say that at the press conference.
He mocking Young Thug. Everybody mocking Young Thug.
Well, listen, I don't get involved with that type of what they got going on right now, so I can't shout out Thug. We on the 100 side over here. We on the 100 side of the clubhouse. We on the 100 side of the clubhouse. We on the 100 side. Hey, okay, but here's what I'm saying. Look. See, I agree with my guy right here. Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowls, has Lamar. I'll take the winning QB because that's what I'm saying. Like, all I'm saying is that's what I'm saying, Ross. But hear me out. All I'm saying is that every year that goes by that he doesn't win it or at least get to an AFC title game, it's more. And I'm not saying it's just Lamar. I'm saying that for Burrow. I'm saying that for my guy in Buffalo. I'm saying that for Herbert. I'm putting Herbert in there now too. He's playing well. Let's put pressure on Herbert now too over in for the Chargers. I'm saying all these top quarterbacks. Every year you get pressure on you now to win it.
I get it. What I'm saying is that pressure, just like all your friends that like Lamar Jackson told you, that pressure starts in the playoffs. We're not worried about a game in September.
Well, here's why I'm telling you should. Y'all get a good stretch. I'm just simply saying, So where do y'all? Okay, what do you think y'all finish the year at? Give me a record.
I just told you at worst 10-7. At worst 10-7.
So that means you're probably not getting the first round bye. At 10-7, right?
At this point, it doesn't matter.
So where you go? So where you going to play that
first stadium as we should win every single game for the rest of the year.
So y'all
would play the Eagles. We're going in as we should win.
So y'all should come to Kansas City and win. If y'all got to come to Kansas City,
we should win. Yes, I totally expect them to win.
Okay, all right. It sounds good. How about if y'all got to go to Buffalo?
I'm not impressed with Kansas City no more at all. And to my boy Derpy or whatever, nobody ain't saying Lamar Jackson is better than Patrick Mahomes all time. What we're saying is Patrick Mahomes has not been playing good football. You can have won Super Bowls and not be playing good football. Like,
you don't think he's look good this year? I mean, what you want to throw for 400 every game? He's been solid this year.
What's his stats? What's solid?
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how much.
They ain't been scoring a lot of points. Like what?
Well, people have to catch the ball in order for him to score points.
That's what y'all gonna say every time you. That's what y'all gonna say. But when Lamar lose, I mean, Derrick Henry got to hold on to the ball.
No, I'm just saying he's averaging 223 yards a game passing. That's not like lighting the world on fire, but it ain't cheeks.
And how many picks he's thrown?
I think one.
One pick and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. You act like he out here just turning the ball. You act like he out here turning it over like Aaron Rodgers.
Right. So he's got 3 touchdowns and 1 pick. He throw a touchdown each game. 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Can we pull up Lamar's stats? Okay. He's got thrown for 7.
Stat man.
He's thrown for 9. Can I interest y'all in 9 touchdowns, 0 picks?
Stat man.
What exactly? Exactly. Like, y'all really finna do this right now? Like,
well, look, I'm talking. But look at the yards per game, and I agree. I think that he's cracked the code. But he's averaging 240. Patrick Mahomes averaging 225. So he's averaging 15 more yards a game.
Right,
your phrase, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. No, they're scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, but we can't go by scoring touchdowns because I don't know when y'all are scoring those touchdowns. You could be scoring those touchdowns in the blowout games. Y'all put up 41 points against the Browns. I mean, come on, stop.
Right, I'm saying they're scoring points. Y'all struggling to get 15 points.
Okay, we playing better. We played good teams all every game.
So we played Buffalo and Detroit. Who has Kansas City played better than Buffalo or Detroit?
The Chargers. The Chargers are better than Detroit. The Chargers are better than Detroit, not better than Buffalo.
Okay, Buffalo and the Eagles.
And the Eagles and Buffalo are a wash. I'll take them as a wash.
And Detroit.
So I think we played the same competition. I think we played the exact same competition.
Detroit and the Chargers are a wash.
Okay, so we played the same competition.
So and I threw 9.
The difference is that y'all
ended 9 touchdowns and you threw 3.
Yeah, because then y'all played the Browns, who is double ass cheeks.
Right, but we can take away the Browns game. He still got more than
he threw 4 touchdowns against the Browns. Ross, what you mean he can take that game away? He had 4 touchdowns that game.
He threw 3 last night.
Okay, but he had 4.
Mahomes got 3 on the season.
Okay, maybe we should play the Browns. We can get 4 that game.
We ain't down rushing touchdowns.
Maybe we should play the Browns. Can we play the Browns? Can we get some of that Browns work?
He's first in touchdowns.
Can we get some of that Browns work? Pause.
Yeah, see. He first in touchdowns.
Bro, we had this conversation.
And he probably got more rushing yards than Pacheco. That's why I don't trust the Chiefs. Lamar probably got more rushing yards than Pacheco this year.
And we both still got the same record. And then after we beat y'all on Sunday, what's going to be the excuse? Is it going to be the refs again? What is it going to be when we beat y'all on Sunday in Arrowhead? What's going to be the excuse?
As long as nobody fumbles, then we won't have one.
See what I'm saying? You already saying. So now it got to be a perfect game in order.
It don't got to be perfect, but it's all situational. If at the end of the game, let's say Isaiah Likely's toe is out, then I'm coming here and I'm going to say Isaiah Likely's toe is out. If Zay Flowers fumbles running into the end zone, then I'm going to say Zay. If Mark Andrews dropped the ball on the 2-point conversion to win the game, then I'm gonna come in here and say Mark Andrews dropped it. You see how it's always somebody else?
Nah, I don't see that. See, me, I'm
never,
old school.
Never will you see us go in the game and it be over in the second quarter.
Well, I think you're referencing you're referencing a Super Bowl, which is something that y'all have never been to in the Lamar Jackson era. So I don't know what y'all would do in the Super Bowl. You got to get there. Y'all need to start looking into your coach. That's what y'all need to start looking into.
I agree with that. I think
you need to look into your coach.
He's kind of old and washed. I agree with that. But see, y'all got a problem with the Chargers. Y'all have let the Chargers come in. They're 3-0 in your division. So what we know is they've already beat everybody once. At worst, somebody can try to tie with them in the division, but it's going to take a lot. Pretty much the Chargers have won that division in the first 3 weeks.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, a lot of football to play.
Y'all got a problem with the Chargers over there.
Okay. I mean, look, they're a good football team. Okay.
Right. So it's looking like y'all going to be on the road. The Chargers.
We don't care. We don't care. We did that before. We went on the road and went to the Super Bowl. We good. We don't care. Whatever y'all want to do. we good.
Looking at them, they probably lose 4 games. Like they looking like 12-5, 13-4. Y'all, it's gonna be tough, man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's okay, bro. Y'all can take a year off.
We've played in the last 3 in a row. I mean,
so go ahead and relax this year. I mean, you can just be non-biased this year.
I mean, we might. I don't see it happening, but if we did, I wouldn't trip.
So who you most impressed with? Because it can't be the Chiefs.
This week?
Who been your most far?
Just throughout the season so far?
You're a 4th? Not a 4th.
Basically, pretty. No, not quite. Yeah, because it's only been 3 games. I would say it's kind of hard to not be impressed with the Bills and with the Chargers. I can't really say I'm impressed with the Eagles because I think they're kind of. I think the Eagles are starting to become a team that America hates. Because as a collective, football fans are just done with the tush push. You know what I'm saying? And so, but the Eagles have been good this year. I would say probably those 3: the Chargers, the Bills, and the Eagles. If I had to just throw another team in there, I would definitely. I mean, because the Eagles have looked good. They snatched the game yesterday or on Sunday that they clearly should have lost. The Rams are going to be a tough out, I believe, in the NFC. But they gave away a game. They just literally gave a game away. So I like those 3. Everybody else, I mean, I think to your Baltimore point, I'm giving Baltimore some shit, but I think Baltimore will be fine as the year goes on. But the problem comes, though, Ross, is that the AFC is going to be a dogfight. Everybody ain't going to make it. You got a bunch of good teams in the AFC. I think it's over for the Bengals.
I think the AFC took a step back, though.
Okay, so give me your playoff teams. You had to pick your playoff teams. Let's go. Ravens.
Okay, Buffalo's going to win that division, probably have the best record. I think Baltimore and Pittsburgh will go to the playoffs out of that division. I think the South is really wide open. The Colts have had a hot start.
The South is ass. Let's just call it the South is ass.
Exactly.
Somebody got to win it, but it's ass.
Bad. Somebody going to make it. All those teams are bad. And you look at, it's going to be the Chiefs and the Chargers. If the Chiefs I expect the Chiefs to get it together. Chiefs and the Chargers. But you really look at it like it's going to be 2 really bad teams in the playoffs. Like 2 of those wild card spots are going to be cupcake. Whoever is going to be. Because it's not 7 good teams in the AFC. It's about 5.
But think about it. In that, though, right? you left out a couple of teams that come into the season we thought were going to be good. You left out the Texans, which we know now are not good. Clearly, you left out Cincinnati because of the injury to Burrow, right? So those are two teams that we thought you thought more with the Texans than I did. I knew that, this boy. We got to have a whole conversation about CJ here.
It's over for them.
I agree. It's a wrap.
5 good teams in the AFC. All the rest, it's gonna be 2 real. So even with the wild cards, when you go, it's gonna be 2 teams that have a cupcake that first weekend.
Yeah, whoever comes out of the South is gonna get crushed because the South is trash.
Crushed.
And see, I think Denver is a little better. I just don't believe in Bo Nix, but I think the rest of that team is pretty good in Denver. I just don't believe in the Bo Nix thing.
For sure. But I look at the NFC. I think the NFC.
The NFC is stronger?
Well, I think the middle of the pack team, because you look at the NFC, you got.
So let's go through it. Let's start with the NFC East.
It's only probably been the best, most impressive, most improved. I think Tampa's legit in the NFC.
Okay, but let's start by division though. Where you want to go? Let's start with the Tampa. Let's start with the South then. So Tampa's going to win the South. The rest of the South is trash. Carolina and Atlanta are at least a couple of years away, at least one more.
Right. Green Bay and Detroit and then in the North.
In the North, yeah, that's it. Vikings are going to be whack. Bears are going to be whack, even though the Bears embarrassed the Cowboys. NFC East, okay, go to the West. The West is whack. I take that back. No. The Rams are good. I think the Niners are a bit overrated. Seattle's always going to be a tough out. I don't believe in Frisco, though, like that. I like the Rams, though.
Robert Saleh got that defense back rocking, though. That defense is rocking.
But you look at the West, though. You got the 49ers 3-0, Arizona 2-1, Seattle 2-1, LA 2-1. They're not that good of a conference overall. Arizona's not that good. Seattle's a scrappy team.
Seattle's going to be a headache, though.
Yeah, they are. But that's how they play. I don't believe in San Francisco like that, boo. I just don't. I think the Rams will win that. And then the NFC East is whack. NFC East is trash, Ross.
No.
Who's good? The Giants? Man, we don't even know what the health situation. So you cool with Mariota being the quarterback if he got to play extended time?
He looked good last week. He can hold it over.
My question is, are you good if Marcus Mariota? That was the Raiders they played. We just talked about the Raiders with cheeks. So
look right here. They play. You look at the Commanders. They play the Falcons, who just got 30-piece by the Panthers. They play the Chargers. They'll probably lose. They play the Bears. Mariota can beat Caleb Williams. They play Dallas.
Caleb Williams looked good the other night.
Stop it. We're not believing in Caleb.
Let me tell you, he looked good. Pause.
Dallas, who didn't look that good, so he can hold them over for 4 weeks. He can go 2-2 easily, pretty easily.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember the Marcus Mariota years in Tennessee or not. Sounds like you don't.
No, man, they look like a good, well-oiled machine to me.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't think the NFC, me personally, I don't think the NFC is that good.
You look at the NFC, literally any team that's going to make the playoffs can go to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, but I think it's only, to me, after a few weeks, I only see 2 teams that I believe could legitimately play in the Super Bowl. Obviously, the Eagles, who are the defending champs. Even though they lost, I still think the Green Bay Packers can play. And the wild card I would give you is Tampa Bay, just because I think this MF Baker, you're just going to have to beat him. You're going to have to make sure that it's not
Tampa's
close.
Really good. That Tampa-Philly game this weekend is going to be amazing.
But that's it, though. I don't see anybody else who can come out. I no longer believe in Detroit.
You no longer believe in Detroit?
Nah, I'm good on Detroit. Even though the running game looked great last night, Goff threw a heck of a pass at the end of the game to seal the thing on 4th down.
Hutchinson is a mug.
Yeah, Hutchinson. He went crazy. But I think that's a byproduct.
He got hurt, though.
But the Ravens defense, you got to admit, Ross, the Ravens defense is not very good.
Terrible.
So,
but see, we count out the Niners again. The
Yeah, I'm
Niners
cool
have
on
been
that.
in 2 Super Bowls.
I'm cool on the night. Hold on, two. Stop that, Ross.
They went to 2.
Do you want to tell the people who their quarterback was, Ross, in these Super Bowls?
Well, Purdy played in 1.
Who played in the other, Ross? Asking the questions, dude. Just trying to figure out who the quarterbacks were, bro. Yeah. Give me some Brock Purdy talk. Look, man, shout out to him. I don't believe in him like that. Me personally.
The Washington was in the NFC Championship last year.
Okay.
A game out of the Super Bowl. Like, any of these teams can beat any of them. That's all I'm saying. You literally, it's no clear-cut favorite. They're all just good football teams. AFC, we got some bad ones that's going to end up making the
but I think the cream of the crop, though, is if you take away the Eagles, I think the top teams in the AFC run through everybody else. I got to see what Jordan Love does when them lights get bright. But you talk about giving me Buffalo, Baltimore, the Chargers, the Chiefs. Hell, I'll even throw your boy some love in Pittsburgh. Even Pittsburgh, I just don't see those other teams being able to beat.
They running through Tampa, Green Bay, 49ers, Rams, all them.
Yeah, I think the Rams did I'm gonna always give Matthew Stafford a little bit of let me see how that offense is looking because they can do
showed me something last night with Baltimore. Detroit's scary when they clicking, bro. I'm telling you. But see,
my thing
there's so much to stop over there. There's so much to stop. It's a headache.
I think they're at the place though that I was kind of alluding to with Baltimore. I think they play up to their competition. They knew that was a big game because I think you got to remember the last couple of years people started saying, "Hey, Detroit, they built to win the Super Bowl. They should be playing for Super Bowls." And so it's hard if you're Detroit to get up for a game, a Week 4 game against Carolina on the road. That's difficult to get up for. It's difficult. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad team. You should go in there and beat them. That's a difficult game. But we got the Ravens. Oh yeah, we locked in. And so I don't know. I like years before I thought Detroit could win it. They got to show me. They're gonna have to show me. But I'm with you though. Now that we're going through it, I'm with you. I think that there are some NFC teams that I'm probably overlooking. I just don't believe them against the AFC. Let me ask you this: do you think well, I guess NFC did win the Super Bowl. But you don't think that if the Ravens would have played in that Super Bowl against the Eagles, that the Ravens would have lost? Do you think the Bills would have beat the Eagles?
They would have lost to the Eagles. They would have lost.
Think so?
Yeah.
Oh wow. See, I don't think so.
See, because we played the Eagles in the regular season, and the thing the Eagles got is over the Ravens. They built very similar. The Eagles gonna give it to Saquon. They're gonna scheme up. The Eagles got the advantage in play calling. The Eagles got the advantage in defensive line. The thing that people don't get, like even with how the Eagles won this game, and I hate on the Eagles. I don't like the Eagles. But you look at them, bro, they find talent. They address the right places that they need every single year. Like, how did they draft Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis both? How do you get both? 2 freaks.
Yeah.
This man blocked 2 kicks and then ran it back. Like, he runs a 4.7 and he's a D tackle. What? Yeah. Next to Jalen Carter. Like the Eagles, if you look, they even going to get AJ Brown, going to get Saquon. You just look at everything they do. They find this Bond dude, and he's Defensive Player of the Year now. He's like the best linebacker in the league now, and he's come out of nowhere. Like the Eagles just find talent. So I give them the credit. Like I hate on them, but you can't. You even look at the play calling, like, yeah, they get a little vanilla, but like the tush push is amazing. Nobody can stop it. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop it. They're gonna have to ban it. You look at
the tush push is done. The tush push is officially done. I'm gonna tell you why. They're setting this up. The NFL is doing something dirty to them boys, Ross. They're gonna pull the rug out from under them, I believe, in the playoffs.
Ooh,
They gonna in the playoffs. They gonna run it and they gonna hit their ass with a big false start.
Like
they call
in a key moment.
They gonna line up for that tush push, fourth quarter key moment, and they gonna throw a flag on their ass. They just called a false start. Who was that tried to run it? They called a false start on them. Every time the play is a false start.
Yeah.
They try to tell me, oh, but the Eagles do it so good that you can't really tell. Sure you can. We're looking at it. Call a damn false start, bro.
But see, the thing with the Eagles, you look at, like, soon as you get ready to, like, think you done shut them down, here come, oh, you forgot about A.J. Brown. Then you forgot about Devontae. Then Goddard. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you like, golly.
You know what I will give the Chargers?
Jalen running. You know, you forget about his legs.
I think the Chargers, I've watched their secondary specifically all 3 weeks. They got such a good secondary.
Yeah.
For the Chargers, bro. Like they'll come up and they'll tackle. If the ball's in the air, they attacking it. You know what I'm saying? Like that secondary is really freaking good. You know what I'm saying? I know Mac is hurt. I don't know what did you get a timeline on Mac?
No, that running back they drafted is good. That Hampton kid, I like him.
Yeah. They got a good squad, bro. They put together. We ain't tripping on Mac being out. We got little draws in there, so we good. At linebacker,
he'll be back in a few weeks.
We good at linebacker. We good. You know what I'm saying?
Got the one.
Yeah, we good. Speaking of rookies, though, come on, Ross. Talk to me, Ross. Have we seen enough? Can we stop this stuff now? And can you just tell me, dog, that I told you that young man coming out of Arizona was nice? McMillan he's been listen. The opportunities that he's been given, he's looked really good over there in Carolina.
He ain't better than my boy in Tampa, though. Abuka.
Abuka's playing really well. But would you also agree that Abuka's playing with a better quarterback?
They said
Abuka might be
number one in stats out of everybody.
My question is Abuka playing with a better team and a better quarterback?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So, you can't blame me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to jump over a dude head just to get. Look how high he had to jump. You know this kid's like 6'4", 6'5", and look how high he had to jump for this damn ball. Where you throwing it to, fam? Like, that's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to do all that. Now, with that being said, I got to give equal time and say, I don't know if he's frustrated or what it is, but it's time for me to reel in my Marvin Harrison Jr. praise. I got to reel that in.
And hold on. He don't even look as good as Travis Hunter. Who you taking, Marvin Harrison Jr. or Travis Hunter? Who you taking?
I'm taking Marvin Harris. Stop, dog. But yeah, he looked bad. Then he had some
in his eyes. You want to talk about Derrick Henry?
Yeah, he did.
And his daddy a gangster.
His daddy know what a Belgium revolver. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta reel it back in on Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's reel that back in a little bit. No, Abuka is gonna be rookie of the year. I told you before the season started who America's favorite rookie was gonna be. Cam Scatterboo. And apparently he only plays well against teams that I like. His national coming out party was against Texas. Then he plays my Chiefs. and like we won the game. He wasn't no threat to lose. But Scatterboo, he scores a touchdown. He had a great game.
Running dudes over.
Yeah. Doing backflips in the end zone. Like, what is happening, bro?
No, I heard Dart is about to get the start over there.
Mm-hmm. Well, come on, dude. We saw him in Pittsburgh. Russell can't play, bro.
Yeah.
He got lucky with a few moon balls, but Russell can't play anymore, dude.
I think it's over for him.
Yeah, you got to go ahead and let Jackson Dart get back there. Pause. He just can't play. Yeah, but this Scatterboo kid, bro, everybody was going crazy talking about the game he had. Now they lost, they barely did anything, but Cam Scatterboo. Now look, Scatterboo had 10 carries for 60 yards, a touchdown. He also caught 6 passes for another 60 yards. This man killed us. This man was killing us out of the backfield, dude.
And he only had 9 points, so he did it all. He did it all. Yeah. Now, see, I know you want to talk about my boy Travis, but we got to talk about Cam Ward also. Cam Ward ain't look too good, ain't look too high.
So before we get to talking about Cam Ward not looking too high, what are your expectations for rookie quarterbacks? Let's start there because I want to know who I'm talking to now.
Well, me personally, I loved his story, but I saw bad habits when he was in Miami, personally.
Okay.
I just don't know if he's enough. I think he's an overachiever, and he might have hit his ceiling.
But like, what are you seeing? He's not throwing the ball away. He only got 1 pick on the season. Like, what are you seeing that makes you feel like he just can't play? He's a rookie. It's going fast for him. It hasn't slowed down yet, but he's not turning the ball over.
It just don't. I don't see the. I don't know. I don't see the promise.
I got you. No, I mean, listen. I'm just asking because he's a rookie.
They're gonna continue to be bad. He's gonna get the hell beat out of him over there, and it just don't seem very hopeful.
I think I'm not in the advance. I think the last couple of years we may have gotten a little spoiled as a football community with Daniels, with my boy in Houston. I think we got a little with CJ. I think we got a little spoiled with rookies coming in and playing well that first year. That's it's not unusual for rookies to struggle their first year. You know what I'm saying? Like I would maybe be more concerned if he was just like I'm more concerned for Caleb Williams. I think he throws an incompletion and goes full Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah.
But Caleb got it together on national TV.
He had, finally, but his rookie year, he didn't look competent at all. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, give him some time. He's not just turning it over, throwing picks. What is he averaging? Like, I'm looking up right now. He's averaging 100. He's averaging 170 yards passing a game, 2 touchdowns. Completion percentage is under 60, which is not good. I think he's just figuring it out. I think he's figured it out. I'm willing to give him some time. Let's see. I haven't watched any full games, so I got it for full disclosure. So I'm not gonna act like I'm breaking nothing down for him, but that's why I was asking you, like, what were you seeing that you thought, you know what I'm saying, was like, because you can't get bad habits because he played on a bad Miami. Well, defensively, Miami was historically bad, and so you know how some of these college quarterbacks hold the ball longer than they should because they're trying to make a play. You know what I'm saying? They're waiting for guys to pop wide open versus just throwing them open, that type of thing, So, we'll see. I'm optimistic that he'll be okay. But let's go to CJ. Let's talk CJ Stroud. I've been telling you for 2 years, Ross. For two years, I've been telling you. Everybody need to slow down with the CJ Stroud talk. Let's slow down a little bit with CJ Stroud talk.
Well, let me just give you a little word. So,
okay.
Shout out hometown, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, CJGJ. Y'all picked him up from the Eagles, safety, little loudmouth. Y'all cut him today. And
okay.
What we're hearing is a little explosion in the locker room. And CJ, might have lost his little cool. But what I'm hearing from what I read, now these sources, we can't really, we don't know if it's, concrete, but this is what I read. CJ went in there going off, and he didn't like the way the team and the coach was responding to being 0-3. And I don't know if he agreed with the sense of urgency or the lack of sense of urgency, but it seemed like it might that might have been, let's get him out of here, so to save the locker room, or the locker room might be starting to, what I'm saying, feel a type of way with the coaching over there. Have you seen a decline from the coaching staff? You think maybe maybe that ran dry, or you putting the blame on CJ? Are you putting the blame on defense? Are you putting the blame on, like, who deserves the blame? I guess my question.
I told last week, you got it. I'm gonna toot my own horn. Last week I said that if these boys mess around and lose, we're going to start hearing talk about the head coach. I said that last week, and I don't think that's fair. I think he deserves more time. He did a great job, and they put him on an accelerated program. But I knew it. I'm telling you, they're going to start talking about, well, maybe we need a more offensive guy, because he's supposed to be a defensive coach, right? He played defense in the league for the Texans, played for a long time. He's supposed to be a defensive guy. That defense is looking shaky. That offense doesn't look the same way that it did. But my thing is, I told you 2 years ago, Ross, I thought Houston was doing it wrong. I didn't think that we were ready to take these steps. I thought we needed to slow this thing down and progress, like get CJ affirmed. That's why I was a big fan of them trying to get, I want them to tank so that they can get Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, look, maybe he looked different with CJ, but I wanted CJ to have. Now, look, he did have some great receivers. Nobody knew that my guy was going to get his leg done like that. You know what I'm saying? Last year, so that that kind of that kind of is what it is. But I wanted them. Let's build this thing. Let's get him his. This is his go-to guy for the next 10 years. Let's get him a solid tight end. It's a safety blanket. Let's make sure we shoe up the running game with a young back. Like, I wanted to get let's get this O-line together. I wanted to get pieces in place. And I think they went with we think CJ's a top whatever quarterback. Let's go get a squad. We good. And it's like, now, can CJ lead at this point? I know he went in there. I don't dislike the attitude of saying, hey, we need to be more upset about being 0-3. But
no. Okay, when I'm speaking of CJ, I'm talking of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Oh shit. Okay. I thought you were talking about CJ Stroud.
No, so
wow. So
they
CJ,
released him today.
Got you. So he went in there. He was upset. Oh, it wasn't CJ Stroud. So here, yeah. So that's even worse, because look, yeah. See, okay, I was looking at CJ Stroud's got to be the one as the quarterback to come in there and let guys know.
It's not coming from the Eagles. And his whole thing is, every year I go to a team and we go to the playoffs, and so he got traded to Houston, and with all the hype going into the year, y'all was supposed to be this good team. So I guess now, you kind of losing the locker room, and the defense and the offense not really on the best page. So Chauncey Gardner, our hometown kid, he goes into the locker room and kind of has a episode, we'll say.
Let me ask you this.
End up getting cut. But I'm saying, who deserves the blame? So for him, his response after getting cut was kind of pointing the finger at the coaching staff, like saying he walked in kind of demanding that, we need to play up to the standard. And
what is the standard there, though? That's my thing. That's my thing, though. When you had a rookie quarterback and a rookie head coach, there is no standard yet. Like, they were trying to set one. Like, what is the standard, right? Like, you got a coach who was a former player, so you would, I don't know how he runs the locker room. I don't know how he was as a leader. Here's my thing about a lot of these new quarterbacks that are coming out, specifically the brothers. Because we see Bo Nix yelling at his coach. Not saying that means you're a leader or anything, but do you look at any of these guys and say, okay, I think in the locker room he's gonna get the guys fired up, or he's gonna get the guys to rally? And I'm talking, and again, I'm not saying that they don't do it. I'm just saying, like, from what we've seen from them and their personalities, these guys are a little quirky. I'm talking your CJ Stroud, your Caleb Williams. I'm talking your Penix Jr. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, from these guys, it's like, I don't know.
Do any of them show any heart, you saying?
Yeah, like if stuff is going bad, these guys don't seem to have the personality to where they can rally the guys and make the guys believe. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like we got to give credit where credit is due. None of them have that Baker Mayfield in them.
Yeah, like Baker can talk and make those guys believe that he can get it done. You know who else can do it? Now the problem is he can't get it done at a high level, but Jameis Winston. Like, say what you want to, Jameis comes in the locker room and he can give a heck of a speech. Now the problem is the game is going to start at some point, and that's where Jameis' whole thing falls apart. But these other guys, I just don't know. Like you said, we're 0-3. Who's the guy or the guys that are going to come into this locker room? I would think it would start with whoever your captain is on defense, and definitely should start with your quarterback. Like, who's like you got a young superstar quarterback. You got to come in there and set the tone for the locker room. I don't need you with your head down. You know what I'm saying? Walking around. This is one thing I used to get mad at. I used to get mad at
headphones in.
Yeah, I don't need Cam Newton to go and put the damn towel tucked into his shit. I know he did. They're going to, he did it every time, and I hated it every time. Like, I need for you to go into the locker room and command the locker room now and let them know what we're going to do. And I think what I've seen from some of J.J. McCarthy, I don't think he's that good of a quarterback, but goddamn, I know when he gets riled up, he'll go and rally some guys. You know what I'm saying? Bo Nix, I've seen him rally some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the other guys, I'm seeing them, and I'm seeing leadership of, like you said, Baker Mayfield, leadership, rally these guys. Hell, I see it from Lamar. It was funny when Patrick Mahomes first started doing it, the team, I guess, had to get used to the sound of his voice because his voice is so damn weird before they took him serious.
They want to laugh at him.
Yeah, so, but at least he was willing to step up. These younger guys that are now coming in the last year or two, even I got Cam Ward. I don't know if he's that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it from his personality.
I call it a lot of these guys have that KD in them, you know, where I'm gonna just come in here and ball.
Yeah,
and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where sometimes you need, I give them shit, but you need a Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody who gonna light into you.
And we need that not only in the season, but before the season. That's what they said. Like your man was saying, we need to play up to the standard. Well, who's setting that standard? Like, I'm genuinely asking the question. I don't know who the hell in Houston sets the standard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to.
On defense, it should be Derrick Stingley, but he's a quiet guy. I listen to him talk. He's a quiet guy. Now, Will Anderson, he should be a vocal leader. But, like, yeah, you got to find those. I think you're right, though. Y'all a little ahead of schedule, and y'all don't have the vets who could really, go and kind of say, all right, we set this standard, we set this culture, and you got to uphold it. You know, y'all kind of ran by a bunch of young kids.
Yes, they came in and reset everything. Rookie quarterback, rookie head coach. They reset everything, got a bunch of vets out of there. And so it was, okay, well, who set, like you said, now we're good, okay, overnight. But who sets the culture, though? You know, like, we don't even, so I don't know. Very disappointed in the Texans, though. And they could, who do they have this week, Ross? The Texans have,
yeah, y'all probably the most disappointing team.
By far. I don't think it's close. And it don't get no better. Well, they do get the Titans this week, so that's a game they should win. Rookie. Now, listen, if they lose to the Titans at home, blow it up.
And that's y'all's rival too.
Yeah, blow it up. Blow it up, because look, they're not going to beat the Rams. I'm sorry, the Ravens at the Ravens the following week. They won't win that game at Baltimore the following week. And then after the Baltimore game, they got to go to Seattle. We just both talked about how difficult it is to play Seattle, period, let alone in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that schedule is not looking good. And what it comes back to when we see CJ struggling. The first thing everybody went back to was him talking to Caleb. Him talking to Caleb Williams.
I love bringing that up.
Well, we got to, because here go the stats. Since that infamous hug and pep talk to Caleb, CJ Stroud has thrown for 3,832 yards, 19 touchdowns, 15 picks. And Caleb has thrown for 3,989, 27 touchdowns, and 5 picks. So there you go. I just give you the information. Whatever y'all want to do with that information, that's all I can do for you.
Hey, you'll get humbled. Yeah, it happens like that.
Mistakes and everything that you got, bro, is in you already, bro. You're gonna be a hell of a player in this league. All right, boy. For sure.
Bro, I don't think you understand. I told you at the time, what the is you talking about, dude? We were just sitting together at the damn Heisman Trophy ceremony. Like what you're talking to me like you Aaron Rodgers, bro. You're gonna be a good player in this league. We don't know if you're a good player in this league right now. What are you talking about?
I was just giving you a word of encouragement, bro.
Nah, don't talk to me about. Hey,
don't
man,
don't take it so personal.
Let's
man,
bring
y'all
it back.
Kobe fans have got to be the most sensitive motherfuckers.
Nah, we ain't sensitive. We don't like bullshit.
Good job out there, bro. Yeah. Hey, keep going. Stop taking those hits. Yeah, I know.
I can't give you a little word of encouragement no more.
Learn from those mistakes and everything that you got, bro.
Look, my man Caleb was trying to walk away and trying to give him some bail.
Those hits. Yeah, I know. Hey, learn from those mistakes.
Hey, I'm out. Don't tell me no come here. Fuck out of here. Hey, no.
Learn from those mistakes is crazy.
Learn from those mistakes. Who are you, CJ? Look, if that's Aaron Rodgers, if that's Stafford, I'm sorry, I'm not Stafford. Yeah, Stafford. If that's if that's Russell Wilson, even though he's past it, that's Russell Wilson. Yeah. I'm listening. Bro. If that's what's my man that just got back in the league from Miami? Teddy, if that's Teddy Bridgewater that comes and grabs me after a game and gives me those words, I'm listening. CJ, you just got in the league, buddy. Relax. Don't talk about, hey, come here. No, come here. Stop, dude. Relax.
Yeah, that's ironic that right after. That's crazy for real.
Life comes at you fast, dude. Look at this mofo, bro. Fucking Scatterboo. I ain't even gonna play nothing from Scatterboo. He disgusts me every time I see him now. It does. Let's go to the college game real quick, because I don't want to talk about a game. I want to talk about an era that came to an end. I think we were just talking about this too, about Oklahoma State. And I was like, dude, this is – I actually watched the whole game when they played Tulsa. And I'm watching the game, and I started calling people. I said, yo, if they lose to Tulsa – Gundy's done. You can't lose. I think they said that was the first time Tulsa has beaten Oklahoma State since like the 1990 something. And it was the first time that they beat Oklahoma State at Oklahoma State since like 1951. Yeah, you got to get you out of here, bro. You can't lose to a smaller in-state school and you going to stay. That don't work.
That's like us.
Yeah, that don't work, bro. That don't work. And it's ironic because this came right up on the anniversary, on the anniversary of his super famous rant. Are you old enough for this rant, Ross? A classic rant from Mike Gundy. I think it was 24 years ago, almost to like 24 years ago, 25 years ago.
Where are we at in society today? Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm not a kid. Write something about me or our coaches. Don't write about a kid that does everything right, that's heart's broken, and then say that the coaches said he was scared. That ain't true. And then to say that we made that decision because Donovan Woods, because he threatened to transfer, that's not true. So get your facts straight.
Shout out to Mike Gundy. He was hot, dog. He was hot. I'm a man. I'm 40. Yeah, he was upset.
He was very controversial though, right? He for sure. I think he got some comments that he made before or something.
Possible. I'm not familiar. I'll look it up real quick though.
I don't think he on the same team as you and I.
Hilarious, by the way. First of all, pause. I don't even know where you're trying to go with that.
No, I ain't saying like that. You feel me? I
and I know what you mean.
See the world through a different lens. You feel me?
I mean, possibly, but it was. I think it was time for him to go anyway.
Yeah, he had some. So what made him what was it that kind of stamped his legacy? Like, what did he do good? What?
Nothing really. I mean, he had some good runs. They won the Big 12 a couple times. He had some really good recruiting classes. You know what I'm saying? He started bringing some really good players in there. He played at Oklahoma. He played quarterback at Oklahoma State.
Okay, so it was his alma mater.
Yeah, he played quarterback there. Okay. And then he's been the coach there now for 21 years.
What kept him there for 20 years? I'm trying to figure out. I don't remember.
I mean, you got to remember they just won the Big 12, I think, 3 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. So they're not too far removed from winning the Big 12. Right. I think they won it that last year that Texas and OU were still there. I want to say Oklahoma State won it that year.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken. And so they're not too far removed, but they had so many years where they'll have one good year followed by like 3 terrible years.
Right.
But they had a run though when he was there where they got Dez Bryant to go to that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was no reason that like we should have let Dez Bryant get out of Texas, but you know, shout out to them. He went past Texas and OU, went to Oklahoma State. But yeah, he had a good run. It wasn't. He struggled against OU a lot in those big games, but you know, I think it was one of those deals where he was one of them. And they were always good enough. They were always kind of in the mix in the Big 12. They were always in the top 4. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, you know, but 21 years, I mean, like, probably need a new voice.
So he ain't quite Hall of Fame, is he?
Yeah. I don't know how many Big 12 titles they won. I had to take a look and see how many Big 12 titles they won. You know what I'm saying? I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah.
How many Big 12 championships that
I always heard his name. His name always rung bell. Shout out Gundy.
How many Big 12 titles?
He ain't my boy that grew the mullet, is he?
I don't know.
Hold on, now that I'm thinking, I think that's my boy with the mullet.
Oh, my bad. I was giving them too much props. They didn't win the Big 12 a couple of years ago. Shit. Hold on. He should have been fired.
That's what I was thinking, bro. I'm like, I don't remember them being good.
Hold on. Let me see. Because they do the conference. I'm trying to see they win the conference champions by year.
Okay. Yeah, I know this dude, bro. This the dude with the mullet, man.
Yeah, he got a facelift. Okay, so they only won it once. My bad. Who the hell won it that last year then? Oh, Texas did. Okay, maybe I was tripping then. I gave them props I shouldn't have. They only won it once in 2011. They won it, and they beat. They went 12-1 that year, and they beat Stanford. Yeah, they beat Stanford in the Fiesta Bowl. Yeah, that's what I said. That was that squad that he had when he brought in that team. Yeah, that was the squad they had. Let me look at his 10-year. Yeah, he had a good run. It was just, just wasn't good enough, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's Oklahoma State.
Okay, yeah, I knew I wasn't. Hold on, let me go ahead.
You win one Big 12 conference championship in 21 years. We got to get you the F up out of here. It's probably been time for you to go, to be honest with you. His bowl record is kind of spotty. Kind of like a little over 500 in bowl games. You know, it's just solid coach. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he wants to coach anybody else. He coaches alma mater. Like, where do you go after that? You know what I'm saying? He's not in high demand. So he'll probably fade into oblivion. And that's what it was. I do remember now when you brought him up, he wore that OAN shirt, that One American News Network shirt. I remember that a couple of years ago. And they are, they are far right. I ain't gonna say far right, but they are a right-leaning news network. And yeah, he threw that shirt on, and I remember that was a big controversy for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got him out of there.
The mullet got a lot of attention.
Well, it looks like he got a facelift or something now, though. His face looks crazy.
I just saw a headline that say they dropped the ball by getting rid of the most pro-Trump coach in America.
Hilarious.
So yeah, shout out Gundy.
Hilarious. Well, hell, speaking of coaches, they also over at Auburn, they got a new basketball coach. You talk about let's talk about this.
Bruce Farrell.
Yeah. What they just did over at Auburn and nobody had a problem with is disgusting. It's one of the biggest forms of nepotism that I've seen in a very long time.
With his son?
Yeah. And for everybody that has something to say about Bronny James getting drafted at the end of the second round to the Lakers, I don't hear anybody talking about this man just gifted his son a SEC head coaching job.
What's the problem, though?
Fuck you mean, what's the problem? Do we know if he's even qualified for this? What happened to all this? You got to be qualified. What happened to all this this stuff that everybody talked to me about, oh, you got to pay your dues. You can't just come in and get a head coaching job. You got to pay your dues. This man was working, decided he didn't want to work no more, and literally came and joined his dad's staff as a strength and conditioning coach. I know he played college basketball, but what the hell does he know about being a strength and conditioning coach for an SEC basketball team? He went from that to an assistant to the lead assistant within like 2 years, and now all of a sudden he's taking over his dad's team. Based on what? Since when did we pass down jobs to our kids? When did we do it? When did this become a thing?
And they signed him for 5 years.
Look at his coaching resume. He hasn't coached anywhere but there. That's it. He coached with his dad at Auburn. That's it. That's his coaching resume. Before that, he had a civilian job. I looked him up. He was working at Stryker. He had a civilian job at Stryker, a manufacturing company. This is like, no one has a problem with this level of nepotism. We're not even going to interview. I know people are going to say, oh, well, he's already in-house. Who gives a damn? It's the coach's son. Look, over in Houston, Kelvin Sampson, his son is on the coaching staff. I don't know if his son can coach at all. But I know I would have a problem if Kelvin Sampson retires and we just hand the job to his son. Who the hell is his son?
They want to pay Bruce Farrell back for the years that he gave him at Auburn.
What do you mean?
This how they gonna
pay him back for what? He had a salary. They paid him money for those years. And he got bonuses. We already paid him. What are we paying him for? Like, what just happened was it was disgusting and everybody let it ride.
Why you say disgusting though?
We didn't even have, so everybody, I just want to make sure, because I want to know the rules of engagement. Is everybody cool, right? Is everybody cool with, if my son's on the staff, I'm just grooming him to take over for me whenever I retire? Is everybody cool with that?
I think that's kind of a given. That's what Bill Belichick doing with North Carolina.
No, he's not. No, his son has coached other places, though. See, this is the first time I think that we've seen where we got a guy who his son has never coached his son never coached high school. He never was an assistant of anybody else. He literally graduated, I think he graduated from Tennessee, where he played for his dad. Went to go work for 3 years, said, F this. And then his dad just gave him a job coaching with him. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look, people had more of a problem with the kid at Duke when he got not the kid, but with Shire at Duke when he got the job. Remember that? When
I'm gonna clean that situation up, but Shire ain't nobody's son. But same type of situation.
Krzyzewski picked him, and everybody was like, "Well, why is he getting the job?" Everybody had a big problem about Shire getting that job. He had to prove that he could take. We got Bruce Pearl, son. I mean, like, what are we doing? It just, to me, I think it looks bad that we just give your kid a head coaching job. To me, it looks bad. He's never been a head coach anywhere. At least Coach K stayed on for a year and helped Shire.
So how do you know Bruce Pearl ain't gonna have a hand in what his son do?
I believe
how you know Bruce Pearl ain't say,
well, first of all,
let me back up. But I'm still technically being.
Let me back up. I don't think Bruce Pearl wanted to leave. I think Bruce Pearl was forced out because he recently was making some political. He was on some political pods, and he made a lot of statements talking about the Charlie Kirk situation. So I think he got forced out, and I think kind of as a
was his comments negative?
No, he's a big Charlie Kirk supporter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a big Charlie Kirk supporter. And so he was making some comment. Now, I'm not debating what his comments were as his, how he felt. Right. But I think that like the university may have been like, we kind of didn't want to get in that. We don't like, We'll give your son the job, but because also they said that he's gonna be an ambassador. Like he was just the head coach. Now he's gonna be an ambassador. What do you mean be an ambassador? What does that mean?
And his comments might have got him a promotion.
I don't know what it did. I mean, they got his son a promotion. I know that.
No, you ain't catching what I'm saying.
No, no, because people were talking about he was gonna run for the Senate. I was like, what? So I don't know. I just think I'm just going to the whole crowd. I've told you before on this show, I don't got a problem with nepotism. But everybody went crazy when Bronny James got drafted and they started talking to me about kids who can't live out their dreams because LeBron wanted to get his son drafted. What about all these guys that's been coaching in high school and worked their way from high school to then they coached the NAIA school, then they went to the JUCO, then they went to D2 and D3 and been grinding coming up the coaching rank, and they don't even get a chance to interview for the job. We just give it to Bruce Pearl's son.
You're hilarious.
It's ridiculous.
This is premeditated hate, y'all.
This is ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Let's talk Zion. So since I'm in a hate mood,
Zion look good, man. Come on, what you gonna say negative about Zion?
Well, let's talk this. Let's let him speak first.
We came up with a plan, and from boxing to working out on the football field a lot to just different random workouts. And during that time frame last year, I really felt a shift in my body to where I would look at him and go, dude, it feels good to feel good. I haven't felt like this since college, high school, just where I can walk in the gym and I'm like, I feel good. We came up with a plan and
respectfully, shut the hell up. Listen, and I like Zion. I really like Zion. I'm not saying shut the hell up as if like, I'm saying it from the perspective of we need to see you on the court, big fella. Pause. Mm-hmm. We got to see you on the court. I don't care what you do in the off season. I don't care how your workouts go. I don't care how you look at yourself in the mirror and take Instagram pics. I don't care about none of that. I want to see, can you play 70 games? I ain't even going to ask for 82. I know that's out the question. Can you play 60 to 70 games? That's what I'm trying to see from you, Zion. And can you play those 60 to 70 games at a high level? That's what I want to see. All that, coming up with a plan and all of that, bro, you like 4 years too late for all that. You should have been doing that. Talk to me, Ross. Am I tripping? Am I bugging? I could be bugging.
I think you're 100% right. I think that's all that matters for Zion. We want to see you still playing in February, March. You know what I'm saying? We want to see I want to see the Pelicans get a real shot with Zion being healthy, because I think their organization, they got the young talent. They really just need Zion to be Zion. and he gives us like small little glimpse of hope right when you want to write him off. Zion, he'll have a good, couple game stretch, but he never really quite has played enough. Like, it's not even about what he does, because when he plays, he's pretty good. He just don't play enough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's just, that's why I was saying, like, respectfully, bro, we don't want to hear you talking about your workouts, dude. I'm sorry, Zion. Like, you're still only 25 years old, but it feels like it's slipping away. Again, that sounds crazy for a 25-year-old, but it just feels like it's slipping away. You know what I mean? Like, when we're having conversations now, not just us, but people in general are having conversations about the best young players in the league, people are forgetting to even mention his name in those conversations now.
Right. And the B25 is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way Zion is only 25.
Yeah. And like, Anthony Edwards has far surpassed him in name recognition, in game, in prestige. He's somewhere on a completely different planet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got young guys, not young, I mean, they're all about the same age, but you got guys who came in the league behind you, and that they're leaving you. We don't even talk about him when we talk about, like, putting together these future Olympic teams that can compete with the world. We don't even bring up Zion.
Right.
Like, I would love to see consistently, like, you do understand that we haven't seen any consistent battles between like Zion and Giannis. I don't know how each other would play against how those guys would play against each other. You know what I'm saying? With Zion's length, and like how he defends and runs the floor and just gets downhill, and then Zion with, being a bigger guy, stronger guy. Like, I would love to see how that works. I would love to see
muscle versus finesse. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see. Hell, can we get Zion? I know he's much smaller in terms of height, but he's athletic. We know he's strong. Can we see him match up with Joker? How does that look? Hell, they put Rui Hachimura on him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers did, which is stupid, but let's see how what can you do against Zion? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much I want to see.
We want to see Zion versus Wemby. You know what I'm saying?
What can he do with you?
Yeah.
Like, you and Chet Holmgren, we want to see this stuff, and we're being robbed. Like, the kid, what's my dude in Memphis, JJ? I feel like he's passed up Zion. I think Zion's a better player than him, but I think he's passed Zion up. He's got a defensive player.
Like, Bam comes and benefits off Zion not being Zion. I think all those all NBA teams and stuff, not the defensive teams. Now, Bam earned those.
Yeah.
I think Bam has benefited off of Zion not being Zion.
No, agreed. I actually agree with that. I agree with that. So, yeah, I mean, look, we say this because as a basketball community, I can speak for myself. I want to see that man play well. I want to see him be great. I want to see him change the game. That's what I was promised. I would love to see it. And with him, it's just he's not healthy. He's not out here. He's not healthy. And we're looking at it and we're saying a lot of it is just his doing, because we knew it was a shape thing. It's about getting in shape. And now you want to talk to me about you were boxing and doing all these workouts. Who cares, bro? Who cares? You brought up Bam. Let's talk Bam's lady. Just won her 4th MVP. Aja Wilson, 4th MVP. Got to get a W some love. Aja wins her 4th.
Shout out Bam for that.
She a bad girl, bro. Aja Wilson's a bad girl, man.
Yeah, I like them having Bam presented to her. Shout out to her, man. She's cold. She is cold. She's definitely she right there around GOAT status. You know what I'm saying? For the women. She's in that category. She's on that Mount Rushmore. Asia's that for sure. 4 MVPs is crazy.
And at I think they said that at her age, I saw a list. I saw a list of players. I think it was like under 30 or before 30 to have 4 MVPs. Kareem, Asia, course, LeBron was on there. Go James. And it was one more. I can't remember who the four. It definitely wasn't Jordan because he didn't get good till later. Who else is on there? I forgot. Let me see if I find it.
That's elite company, though.
My God, bro. Oh, there he goes. Bill Russell, Kareem, LeBron, Asia Wilson. Only 4 players to have 4 MVPs before the age of 30.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. So that just shows you the category that she's in the women's game.
Yeah. Yeah. She listen, what she does, and I know the WNBA, we haven't been talking about a lot, but WNBA, they are in their playoff run right now. There's actually been some good basketball being played too. If y'all ain't tapped in on that, it's been some really good games. But she's so good. She does everything. She rebounds, she scores, she blocks shots, she runs the floor, she can pass. Yeah, she can flat out play. And like you said, it was so dope to see them how they did it with having Bam come and present her, surprise her with the trophy. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope thing to do. But they are winning right now. They're playing the Fever right now, game 2. They lost game 1. And currently the Aces are up 80-58 on the Fever. Yeah, they putting BTA on the Fever right now. But yeah, shout out to Asia Wilson, man. Like, to your point, you talking Mount Rushmore. She's a 4-time MVP, 2-time scoring champ, got a Finals MVP, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, 7-time All-Star.
Ain't nothing you can really say with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
In watching her, I'm like, I didn't know she was so, like, to me, I was just thinking she was kind of just a great role player. I didn't know offensively she was so good like that. Like, she got it all.
Yeah, she nice.
Blocking shots, talking noise. Yeah, she got it.
She can do it, bro. She can flat out ball. And she seems cool as hell, too. That's the other thing. She seems cool as hell, bro. She don't take herself too serious. She don't be on like, no, she just seems cool. Like, she like to have a good time and kick it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she seemed like the homie for sure.
Yeah, she said, I'm very, very happy for her, man. I'm very happy for her. So shout out to the W. And shout out to Asia. Who did I forget? Did I forget anybody? Because I want to get to NBA Youngboy. Oh, Fred VanVleet, to stay in basketball.
Yeah.
You sound like you were devastated talking about the Fred VanVleet situation, Ross, that he tore. Was it a complete tear of the ACL? I think it was. Was it the ACL?
Yeah, they say out for the season.
Now look, it's a horrible thing to anybody. Nobody roots for injuries. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do at point guard now. If you're Kevin Durant, I know he's thinking, damn, I just left a no point guard situation. And now who's going to be the point guard, right? I think it has to be by committee, right? They probably got to go get 2 guys, a starter and a quality backup, I would think. Because I don't know who else is out there free agent-wise. You think Reed, I don't know if he's a point guard. To put Reed Shepherd at point, I think is the same thing that they just did in Phoenix. I think people are trying to just put people at point guard that can dribble a little bit and play, but I think you got to be a point guard, I think. Especially when you're playing with like a guy like a KD with a Şengün. I think you need an actual point guard who understands when to get them the ball, how to get them the ball.
I think the Thompson kid.
Point forward?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little – my only issue is you got Kevin Durant. That means you're in win now mode. I don't know if we got time for him to learn how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
With Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? Because Kevin Durant, we're trying to win right now this year.
Right.
I don't know. And I don't know who's available. Is Russ available? Do we go get Russ to come off the bench?
Hell no. KD ain't going for that. KD is not going for that.
You wouldn't take Russ off your bench?
No.
Okay. I might look at Russ off the bench.
KD ain't playing with Russ again.
But who's out there then, though? That's what I'm saying. Like, is it going to be you know what I mean? Like, because I would think that KD would want a veteran point guard.
Yeah, you're right. Unless you start hitting up. We never know because with Houston, they still got some pieces. So they could start hitting up some teams for some trades.
But now do you want to? How much of your future do you
I think
want?
Drew Holiday wants out. He want out of Portland. He want to play for a contender.
Okay, I'm not mad at Drew. If we get Drew.
Mike Conley.
I'm not mad at Drew.
Mike Conley.
Okay, so I'm looking at some targets. I see right now, I'm looking on the internet, some targets they got. It's one that I like. How about Colin Sexton? I would like Colin Sexton. I think how long he's been in the league now? 6 years? 5, 6 years? He shoots the 3. Yeah. He shoots the 3 around high 30s, low 40s. He's a willing defender. He's just not that, I don't know how much winning basketball he's played over his career though.
None. Not since college. Not even in college. None.
Somebody else threw out campaign. Damn,
KD done with campaign. KD is done with campaign.
Markelle Fultz.
I really like Fultz, but his NBA time is over.
Damn. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know where else they could go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying with the Reed Shepard and Thompson. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
you got a lot of pieces though. You still could trade, man. You could put together a nice package for a team.
This is when the NBA becomes lacking, because you would say, damn, we don't got no. It used to be a time where you can just go grab you what's my dude name? Miller. You can go grab you an Andre Miller. Yeah, you can just, man, we damn, go grab me an Andre Miller.
You go grab me
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go grab you a Watson, a veteran that can come in. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, who are the vets that we can go grab? That the vets with experience in the playoffs and having runs, because that's what we're looking for. We need a guy who's going to be experienced. Like you said, it used to be Mike Conley could have been that guy. I think he's just too old now at this point.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they go. I don't know where they go. And I don't like, outside of Colin Sexton, I don't like some of these other options that I'm seeing.
Yeah, I don't really like none of these names.
Yeah. Somebody see, I know people tripping. They don't even see whoever wrote this. Who wrote this? They don't even know. Somebody said CJ McCollum. Stop. He's a two guard, bro. We need a point guard. We need somebody who can handle the ball. Again, Terry Rozier, he got other problems that he need to deal with first. I know he got acquitted, but he got other issues he got going on. We cool on Scary Terry. We don't need no distraction. I'm hearing a lot of people say Russ. I'm hearing a lot of Westbrook, Ross.
Yeah, y'all will get Russ and lose KD. Trust me, he ain't doing it no more.
He got his chips, though. He got 2 chips.
Nah. You know how when you and I go to the gym and we like, I'm not playing with him?
I don't play with him list.
And then when the nigga do some bullshit, we be looking at each other like, see, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So this what we doing out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, let's go, man. Let's talk about NBA YoungBoy concerts. Is this a thing? Are NBA YoungBoy concerts? Is this like when I grew up in the late 90s or 2000s? They used to have these rock concerts, so they would have these crazy mosh pits and people elbowing. Is this like a version of that where these YNs come and they are just angry at these concerts? Like every concert in every city, there's been multiple fights in the stands. I saw one, Ross. where for no reason at all, I think it was like an intermission or something was going on, and I guess like a bunch of people like at the lower level had kind of like left their seats to go get concession, and all these YNs just came down from the top and just started taking seats. Like, what are y'all doing?
Seats. I saw that, and I saw it was like on TikTok. There was like YN storming the seats, like pretty much they just was taking people's seats. Like, what you gonna do about it?
It was insane.
I saw the security they in for rough nights, boy. It ain't enough you can get paid to be security those nights,
bruh. Like,
now I did see. You saw he was supposed to be going to Chicago, and they just canceled that show.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, the next show was supposed to be Chicago. Yeah, not worth the risk, bro.
Oh, damn. Somebody said the United Center bitched out.
Yeah.
United Center said, "No, we see what's going on. We good."
And then, with all the King Von stuff, it's like you can't let young boy come there and make a mockery and then really incite the violence, and then you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's just not worth the risk by letting it go on, whichever side you on. You NBA young boy, man. This your first time being able to tour, really on a major scale in a long time. He's been in trouble. Man, forget Chicago. Like, I wouldn't be trying to go to Chicago anyways. Like, forget the internet and trying to look cool and tough. All the trolls, like, bro, go get your money and stay out of jail. You go to Chicago, you put one of your loved ones in harm, because they're going to stick up for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. I'm seeing these concerts, and I'm seeing these kids, bro, are going crazy at these concerts, bro. Like, this is like I know these youngsters, they love young boy, but they are going, they are literally tearing these stadiums up.
Yeah, and that would be one of the scariest places to go for somebody like me. Like, I don't even want to be in an environment like that. Like, it's just it's like just crash out music. Like, the music make you want to crash out, and then it's in an environment where ain't nothing but the YNs, and it's just, man, that's a scary place to be. Boy, the parking lot after the NBA YoungBoy concert, boy,
bruh, you got to get up out of there, bro. You got I didn't realize, but the person who got into the altercation with the older stadium security, he said that was a 14-year-old.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man, a 14-year-old.
And the way he was whooping ass, like, he was whooping ass.
It was crazy, bro. It's like, yeah, count me out on young boy concerts. I'm cool. I am good on those shows. When I saw them, what made them think that because they saw open seats below it, they can just go sit there? Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all, bro?
No, it was a whole mob. They was like, we're going to sit there and there ain't nothing they can do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like, but like, what got in their brain to tell them that was okay though? That they thought that was,
because who gonna stop us?
Yeah, see,
that's how they thinking. Because who gonna stop us?
Yeah,
you don't hear this young boy in the background, I'll crash you right now. That's how they feeling. You don't hear that right foot creep?
See, those are the type of shows you can't even go to those shows with your lady.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't even enjoy it.
You can't go with your homies neither.
Unless y'all trying to whoop somebody's ass.
Exactly. It's like you definitely can't go dolo.
Oh no.
No. It's like who do you go? You got to go with your, all crash out.
Yeah, you got to go with your young bulls. You definitely pull up with your young bulls to the young boy concert. Somebody just gave him a day. Who gave him a day? Oh shit!
Weapons they probably confiscate at them doors.
Kansas City gave him a day. September 21st is now NBA Youngboy Day in Kansas City. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, terrible.
Lord have mercy.
Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. I'm all for these youngsters having fun. But first of all, if I'm one of these stadiums, I got a no shiesty policy. You ain't coming in here wearing no shiesties, bro. If we see, you can't wear it in. And if you got it like somewhere in your pocket or in your pants and we see you with it on, you out of here. No shiesties, bro. We ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Because here they go. Look, they turning up. They got their shiesties. They super lit in here. And I know they just having fun. See, it's one thing for these young kids to have fun. The problem is these things have gotten violent. Yeah. Come on, man. Turn up, young fella. Yeah, I'm cool on that. It's a whole stadium full of them, man.
Yeah.
Somebody said, yeah, I'm calling the authorities.
Hell nah. Yeah, it's 40,000 of them in that stadium. Nah, I'm cool.
And I got no problem with my people having a good time. I don't, bro. The problem is when they start tripping too hard, like you said a second ago, when they start doing stuff under the guise of who gonna stop us. Well, yeah, now we got a problem, young fella. Now we're gonna have a problem.
Exactly. You
did? So yeah, man. I'm cool. Before we go, what's a younger artist that you'll go see? You'll go see Yak? Who you go see?
I saw Kodak before. Not the best performance. Who's a younger artist that I would go see?
Yeah, hip hop, straight hip-hop.
Male or female?
Let's go male because the females, you can actually go to them.
Sign me up for Lotto.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
But you can go to those shows. That's gonna be because it's gonna be a raunchy show.
So what's like a sketchy concert that like I would go to? Ooh, that's a good one. I really enjoyed Lil Durk's music before he went to jail.
Unless you get locked up, you ain't going to no more of his shows.
I would say Durk. Other than Durk, I would say
Hell, somebody got taken out at a Travis Scott show. Is it cool to go back to his shows again?
See, I went to a Travis Scott show. He gave a good show, but that's not I ain't trying to mosh pit.
Yeah.
I'm wearing some white shoes. I don't want my shoes getting dirty. Like I'm still that tight. Man, that's a good question. Who would I really want to see?
I don't know. That's what I'm like. I don't know. Like most of these dudes couldn't even really do a full show.
And I really don't care about a lot of these dudes.
Let me give you some names. Chief Keef.
I give you a Texas. I would go see Sauce Walker. I like Sauce Walker.
Okay. Would you go to Lil Baby?
I'm cool on Baby.
Lil Yachty. He probably won't be too bad, Lil Yachty.
I'm cool on Yachty.
Okay. Who we got?
I seen a lot of these guys at Rolling Loud though, so I kind of know how it go. Man, them guys, they sound terrible in person. They sound terrible in person. It's the music playing in the background.
Yeah. And they just up there high and drunk, just
exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you. Y'all step it up, man. Y'all step up these performances, man.
My favorite. Okay, talk about concerts. My favorite concert to go to, two, and I've seen them multiple times. I generally go every chance I can get. Anytime my boy Currency is anywhere, I'm going to see Spitter. Great show. He do the live. It's always different. He literally lets the crowd pick the songs. He'll start a song and be like, if y'all fucking with it, I keep going. If y'all don't, we'll go to the next one. Like, he got so much music. Currency, probably my most gone to concert. And then Jadakiss, anytime the Locks come, go anywhere.
Word. Okay, that's dope.
To see the Locks. We've seen them multiple times in Orlando. Always a great show. Just that chemistry with the Locks. Like I'm still going to see those type of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope.
What's
I
would you been to?
The best show I went to?
Yeah.
I ain't really been to a lot of concerts, bro. I've been to like literally a handful. I guess I got to say the best show I've ever been to was the Usher show. I went to the Usher.
Man. In Vegas.
In Vegas, yeah.
He was giving y'all the cherry and all.
Nah, this is before he started all that. This is before that was the thing. This wasn't the thing. I always got to clarify that for everybody now. This wasn't the thing.
Some of the old footage and catch my boy Rolex. That Usher, we're going to find him with the cherry challenge. Come on.
Hey. Shout out to Mona Scott. I was sitting by Mona Scott Young. I was trying to get on Love and Hip Hop.
Lady.
Yeah, she was sitting literally she was sitting the seat right behind me. I was trying to get on Love and Hip Hop. I was trying to see what's popping. She wasn't fucking with me though.
That's a good show. Oh, did you see speaking of Vegas, so Young Jeezy is taking his, he just went on his tour.
Is he doing the orchestra thing?
Right, he's taking it to Vegas. They're gonna do it at the which one is it? I think it's the Paris, the Paris Hotel.
Let's see.
But I know Jeezy's got the residency, and it's gonna be like a black tie event. Did you see like everybody would be all dressed up wearing the tuxedos and stuff?
I didn't see this.
So his last tour, he did the TM anniversary tour. And he went and he made it like it was a symphony, and he would perform with the symphony, and it was like a black tie event. It was so successful that they took it to Vegas. Now he's gonna have the residency.
Damn, he only doing a short run. Or they say it's a limited time. Sometimes though they get extended once they show
that people really rocking with.
Yeah, because right now it's set to run from October 31st. It's gonna run the whole month of hold on. No, I say October 31st, November. No, right now. I only see a couple of dates. Hold on. Let me see how many dates he got. So right now I'm showing four Vegas dates. I hope they extend this though. I really do. Because it looks like it's gonna be dope. It's showing us at Planet Hollywood.
Planet Hollywood, that's what.
Yeah, Planet Hollywood Live. That looks dope. He gonna have two shows. A show on October 31st and November 1st. So back to back Friday, Saturday. Then he gonna do a show Friday the 19th, December 19th, and then Sunday, December 21st. Man, I love to see that.
If it goes well, they probably extend it.
I hope they do, because that's the end of the year. Maybe they get them in there for 2026.
So Jeezy's one of your ones. You would go see Jeezy.
I actually saw Jeezy at a Jay concert. I saw Jeezy.
Oh wow.
It was
a Jeezy concert?
Yeah. I went to Jay.
I'm asking you best concert. Are you talking about Usher?
Usher was lit though. That nigga came out. That nigga Usher this nigga backflipping on roller skates. He got strippers on poles. This shit was insane. This shit was going crazy. But no, yeah, I went to the Jay. It was Jay, it was Jeezy, and it was what's the say nigga? Pause. What's that nigga?
Trey Songz.
Trey Songz, there you go. Pause. That's the song that came out at that time. No, that nigga pause that. But yeah. That concert was the idea. I went. That was for Blueprint 3, I think. Yeah, it was Blueprint 3.
That's a good concert, bro.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, Jay-Z went crazy in there. And then Jay came out. Yeah, that was crazy. But and matter of fact, I went to that joint Dolo.
Wow.
last minute. I wasn't even gonna go. I was like, dude, because I wasn't really feeling good. And I was like, man, it's Jay, and I ain't never met
So
the
hold
Jay.
on. Speaking of Young Boy concert, so that's the difference in times. You could actually go to the Jay-Z and Jeezy concert dolo. You was
Dolo.
comfortable?
I was good. I was
Any
chilling.
YNs in there?
Nah, everybody was good. Now look, when Jeezy performed, he encouraged everybody if they had something to pull it out and smoke it. And so it got that got crazy. It was like, ooh, because everybody did, people just start passing it. I was like, hold on, I got a corporate job right now. Shit. But yeah, no, that concert was dope though. I'm trying to see if anybody else, man. Las Vegas residencies are cool, but Vegas got a whole issue. Might have to have a whole show about that. People are complaining about Vegas, man. It ain't what it used to be. Hard.
Yeah.
It's falling off bad, man. It's taking a nosedive. I think also with the advent of being able to do so much sports betting online now on your phone, you know what I'm saying? People ain't really, people used to go to Vegas they like to gamble, bet. You go to Vegas, get to all the books, you know what I'm saying?
So no need to do that. The hotels were crazy overpriced. Now they gotta cut the rates of the rooms.
Yep.
People ain't going to the shows no more.
Nope.
They went and moved the football team. They went and did so much, and it's like now that gambling's on your phone, and kind of a lot more states are building these casinos. And you don't really have to go there and take the 4-hour flight and pay the overpriced. Man, okay, so I went to Vegas. First thing I do is I go get my little roll up, so I can go to the dispensary. Yeah. I go get my regular backwoods. They $20 a pop everywhere in Vegas. You spending $100 just on roll up. That's before the treat. So I'm like, this is, it's just ridiculous price wise. My first couple of times we went during COVID, and everything was kind of, cheaper because people weren't traveling COVID. Right. And then the first time I went outside of COVID, I'm like, man, I ain't signed up for this 3 times as what we paid last time. Right. The first time we getting the good rooms for $150 a night, now they $400, $500 a night. Hey, it ain't really that worth it to go lose your money at them tables. So yeah, it's a ripoff. I think people have caught on. They're gonna have to start giving a little bit more for people to come. Yeah, because I think they overplayed their hand because they had a good run when they first opened all these day parties and stuff with the pools and all that stuff. That was cool, but I think it kind of just ran its course, bro. And even that, we go to, man, you go to Vegas, a bottle in the club is $1,500, $2,000 for a bottle in the club. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, and you go, you want to go to these big ass clubs and go see the nice stuff, and then it's just all a trap. You go to, bro, you go to the strip club in Vegas, they taking $15 out of every 100 that you get. It's too crazy. That ain't gonna work. They giving you 85 back. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And then all the drinks, but you get free drinks while you're gambling. Man, them shits be watered down as hell. That's why I be drinking beer when I'm typically there, because the drinks be super weak. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to the bar, you can get you some stuff, but like the drinks they be bringing, it'd be like the small glass full of ice. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't even, and then they, you gotta, it's free, but you still gotta tip them. So you make sure they coming back. You know what I mean? So it's just, it's become such a money grab. Yeah, we gotta do a show. We gotta record something about Vegas because that's one of my favorites. I gotta tell you, man. Yeah, because we started going to Vegas, me and my homeboys, when we graduated college. And from what we used to do, in terms of when we used to go out there, we used to get VIP at a couple of clubs. This is back in the day, so we used to get limos, all that type of shit. What we used to pay for it then, and we was broke then. We was fresh out of college, broke, and we could put money together to do that. We couldn't do none of that now. Right.
None of that now. Because now you don't even got, instead of just the VIP area, now you got sections everywhere, right? And, in a regular city, sections cost a couple $100 depending on where you at. Think about now you in Vegas. So it's Vegas overpriced.
Minimum.
Yeah. They got to do something, bro, about bringing entertainment back. Usher, I think, helped the city because he had such a good show and he was there for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. They need more of that, though. They're going to need some more shows, like big names. I think I'm hearing Chris Brown, after he finishes this tour.
That'll be fire. I go see Chris Brown.
And that'll get a lot of younger people, you know what I'm saying? That's everybody. That's teenagers that want to go with their parents. That's parents' age. You know what I mean? You got a lot of mixture that can come in town and go watch that. So, yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. We got that coming to y'all. We'll hit y'all up with that Vegas talk, man. Talk about that. We back on Thursday. We're going to drop some more information with y'all, man. Drop some more clips as well. We got a Kobe clip coming. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked for that. I got to drop that. I think I'm dropping that tomorrow. That Kobe Raja Bill. I ain't forgot. We dropping that tomorrow. Y'all tap in with us. Ross the Risky. We out. Peace, y'all.